So good morning and welcome back to the Little French Homestead. My name is Sherry. If you're new, welcome. Today we are going to be opening up what I got for Amazon. I'm still drinking my tea. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. I just dropped my girls off at the school around 8:30. Took a few minutes and to myself, had some breakfast, had some tea, but I wanted to go over what we got here on Amazon. So what my husband and I are doing now, I just want to let you know I'm not affiliated with anybody here, so I'm not getting paid for any of these items, but I just want to let you know what we use in our house to help organize and keep ourselves clean. Now I did order 2 of these. These are called Fresh, and they do help clean out your stuff in the dishwasher. It says power away lime scale and mineral buildup for maximum machine performance. So I've got 2 packages. They are 6 packages in each. You should be doing them on a monthly basis. We had not purchased these, I want to say maybe for like about 6 months. We totally forgot. Here, let me move my tea over here. We totally forgot to go ahead and do that. And then my husband's like, hey, do we have any of these? And I said, you know what? I don't think so. So I checked my back storage and we did not have any. What you do with this is you can run it with or without dishes. So if you run it without, you're going to put it in the actual tray where you would put either your tablets or your gel. If you do run it with dishes, you want to just put it on the very bottom of your dishwasher, and then that way you can still fill up your tab that dispenses all the detergent and stuff in with that. So I've recently taken everything all out of my dishwasher. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I want you to see what they are. It comes in all of them come pre-sealed as well, all individually. I'm just going to take this tab out. I'm going to throw that away in a minute. And I'm just going to place this still in the bottom. It won't fit snug. And you're just going to run it on a regular cycle. And there you go. And that helps eliminate all the extra scum. Now we do the same thing for our washing machine. So again, I haven't bought any of these for quite a bit. And you just take the same thing, put them in the load, go ahead and start it. With these, I do them without any clothes or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead in a little bit and start that up. I'll take you over there and show you in a minute. I've got some 4 jars canning lids. Now I did buy a bunch not too long ago, but I accidentally bought regular mouth. And I needed wide mouth because I do have a lot more wide mouth, and I do plan on doing a lot more canning. So these are 50 lids. Then we got my daughter, the one, her name is Abby. She loves to help me cook, and she's been doing a lot more baking in the house, and she specifically asked for these. So we got her some cookie cutter set. She was super happy. Now we did kind of open the box up already because I wanted to make sure we still had everything in here, and we did. She also got some other stuff from Amazon, so she didn't want that shown. Now I did get one of the jar openers because I've been using, and you can still use just a like a butter knife to pop them all open, but some of mine are bending, so I can't, I know you can't use them for recanning on anything, okay? But that means then sometimes I really can't use those, so I've been kind of like throwing them away. But I wanted to make sure I got one of these so we didn't have to worry about throwing any more away, because they can get expensive, and or when canning season isn't high in volume, it's very hard to find them. So that was another reason why I went and got more lids now, because when canning season hits, they're going to be extremely low to find. So you want to go ahead and buy yours now if you can. Now I do have a few things in my mind to go ahead and show videos on. I got some broth making that I want to do, and I like to use these liners. They come 2 to a pack, but they come 5 to a full case. And I ran out the last time I did them, and this makes for easy cleanup. So then that way, especially when you are roasting for a long period of time, like you would for your broth, you want to make sure that it's easy to clean. Now you can still use these for like casseroles or all-in-one pot, crock pot meals. You can certainly do those. I'm gonna get a knife for that one. And then the other one that I got is, now I don't know about you guys, but there's a YouTube channel out there. Her name is Becky, and she's from Acre Homestead, and I absolutely love watching her channel. She has one of these, and since my daughter was going to be doing a lot more baking, I wanted to get her one of these baking mats. See how cool that is? And then that way, you know, we can go ahead and set this on the counter. She can measure all out how big it should be, and then with the cookie cutter, if she wants to learn, she wants to learn how to do biscuits and stuff. So that's why we got the cookie cutter in this. No, I'm just gonna give this a quick little rinse down, and then I will fold this all up. But for right now, we're just gonna do that. And then I need to find also too a very safe spot for that so it does not get ruined. And then we have, I don't even know what that is. Let me go ahead and get my knife or my scissors. Oh, yep, okay. So then these are my lids. So when I go ahead and put my husband's, he absolutely loves overnight oats, and then that way I can go ahead and put one of these rubber things on, put that in here, and now it's sealed tight. You shouldn't always keep everything in these. They can wear out a lot more easier, and they can rust. And if this is, even though this is going to be a short term, when you have something that is more long term, you want to keep something other than metal touching it. So I got 24 of these, and they gave me all sorts of colors. These are only wide mouth. Oh wow, let me look at all the beautiful colors that they sent me. And then they gave you all of the lids. So you got to put them all on yourself, which is not a big deal because these all have to get washed anyway. Look at all these cool colors. And I got 24 of these. Yeah, so they're all, yeah, so I got 24 of all these colors. So then that way we can go ahead and mix and match for any products. And then, sorry, we have a legit cat fight going on over here. I don't know if you can see that. That's Tiger sitting up there, and Sapphire must have just jumped down. The two of them are been having fun right now. That's awesome. As long as they don't jump over here. I know, I see you guys. It's their playtime. They slept all night long, and now they're at each other's throats. Let me know in down in the comments if you guys have cats that do that, or dog and cats that do that. Just trying to find the easy one. There we go. And then also too, I had seen from other homesteads, but again, mostly again from Becky at Acre Homestead. She had done this about a year ago, and I've been eyeballing them in my shopping cart, and I have been reluctant to do that. So all my spices now are gonna have this, but you hear that seal? Listen. That's a beautiful sound here in the kitchen. So what I'm gonna be doing in a little bit is going through all of my jars. Now see this one here, I have bought some more wide mouth jars. So I'm gonna be going ahead and exchanging all of these wide mouth, small mouth for wide mouth. So then I can go ahead and fill these all up. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to clean these, but empty these ones out. This one actually literally just came out of the dishwasher today. And that's what I'm gonna do is go through here and fill all these up just like this. Make sure these are nice and clean. And then I'm gonna put my lid on it. And that way it's also too, the presents over there looks a little bit neater. Let me show you real quick. I just set these here for right now. So now it's gonna look like this instead of like that. We need to go through, I need to organize this a little bit better. We had got some, they had some buy one, get one. Oh, you can't see that, I'm sorry. Here. They had some buy one, get one free Toll House morsels. And some buy one, get free chopped. But I've kept some of my jars up here that just have a little bit left in here. We're gonna still keep them in here, but I can rotate. But I do need to give this a little clean. We had gone to Sam's Club probably maybe almost a month and a half ago or so. I needed way more of my chili powder, my onion powder and stuff. I literally just got done my onion powder, so we washed this out. So now I can change this top, fill it all up, and then add my onion powder to that. So then that way this one here looks a little bit more uniformed. Let me show you again. Looks a little bit more uniform down here. Also too, I went and got at Sam's Club, they had these really nice Anchor, I don't know if you can read that from that way or this way, these really nice glass dishes. I'm trying to get away from plastic to keep a lot of leftovers in. My plastic containers down here, except for these ones, are getting really nasty and bad. So here, I got one here to show you. See, they're getting used so bad. And even dishwasher, now we don't put these in the microwave, but you can still see how bad this comes out. So I'm keeping a couple of these still for like backup stuff. But other than that, all of them are getting pitched. So when it was coming up to the idea of either getting more BP or BPA, you know, free plastic containers like this, I was like, you know, we're gonna go ahead and get glass. Sam's had a deal on those where if you bought one, you would save $5. So I actually bought two. They were currently at the time like $19.99, so I got them for $14.99, and I got an 8-pack, so I got 2 8-packs. So now I got those. I've got 2 of these. I've got 2 of these, 4 of these, and 4 of these, and they all come with lids. So this is perfect. So if I need to go ahead and chop up some onions and just keep these in the refrigerator, I can use those. If I want to freeze, then I'll stick them in these. Trying to get our house a little bit more organized and a little bit more user-friendly for me. It's not saying that it wasn't, but I'm just trying to make sure that I can get it a little bit more user-friendly. So I did, not too long ago, on Amazon, I got these because some of mine were breaking and they were getting a little cracked. Because I was taking them out of the freezer, I would let them thaw on the countertop for a little bit and then I'd pop them in the microwave. I mostly have broth or soup in those ones, so the soup would be in the smaller containers, but I would keep broth in those. I would let them thaw on the counter because sometimes, you know, you don't remember to take them out the night before, so they thaw overnight in the refrigerator. So I would go ahead and put a little bit of hot water on them, and then when I needed to cook, I would throw them in the microwave and I would get them nice and hot. So then that way when you add it to your, you know, whether it was a soup or any type of one-pot meal that calls for broth, I like the broth to still stay a little bit hot, so then that way we don't have to worry about that. So this is my projects going on for the next couple of days. We're gonna be taking all this out and I'll bring you along for some filling all up. I'll probably do a little bit of this stuff later today. And yeah, woo, that's what it is. Woo, I smell something really strong. So this was the poultry season, so this is really good stuff. And I will take you along. I do have some seasonings that I do need to remake. I'm getting a little low on them, and I need to go ahead. So like this here, I bought a brand new thing of thyme. So what I'll do is when I clean those out, I'm going to fill up the thyme and then I'll put this on the top. Or if I need to make a mix of something with thyme, I'll use all this first and then fill it up on my countertops. So for right now, I'm gonna call it a night or a day. And thank you for coming along with me. If you like to see these videos and more like this, please go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for being here today, and keep on cooking. Bye. All right, so this is what happens when you give a cat a box in my house. So we have an Amazon box. Watch what happens when you give a box to a cat in my house. Really, you're not gonna jump in it? Oh. Hi, Cinnamon. Hi, Cinnamon. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're so silly. All right, say goodbye. All right, so we were saying goodbye, and then Tiger decided to jump down. And now I got the two of them in a box. They love boxes in our house. He thinks he's going somewhere. Oh, I forgot to show you. I wanted to take you along to do this. So this is my back closet. My son's awake. So what we're gonna be doing is opening this up. We're gonna be putting in one of these tabs. Again, they come inside a closed container. You are just going to dump that right inside there. I'm going to close my lids and we are going to go ahead and hit start, and you're just going to do it on a normal cycle, and then the whole thing will also too get clean again. So then what I do is when we go ahead and open this pack up, I write down today's date, which is the 4/24. So we will do this every other month, and these we will do every month. So I'm gonna combine these two together And then I'm just writing here that I did it on 4/24. So then that means we will do this every month. And that way we know when we used it and then the approximate time. This is a good way to remember. If you don't know how long you did it, this is a perfect opportunity to make everything work. Now I have to show you something funny. So I just showed you the cats that were in a box. So now we have another cat who is in the box. That's Sapphire. She got the other boys out so she can get in. And there's Cinnamon. He is my little fat cat, but he's a little ham. And he's probably wondering, hey, why are you in my box? All right, so I am gonna take off this time for real. So I just wanna again say thank you for coming into my home. You have a great day and keep on cooking. Bye.